What's up, y'all? You rocking with Mochilla's Review. So hit the hammer because you came through. And I'm talking about today American Gigolo. This is episode 7, season 1, and the name of the episode is Atomic. So we're gonna get into it, y'all. We're gonna get into it. A lot of things happen in this episode, and we're going to see what's up with that. So now, if y'all just came in, if you just coming in, please don't hesitate to scroll up to the top and cast your vote and hit that like button. Hit the like, hit the share. We trying to have like a good live where we can all discuss and talk about what happened in the episode. So I'm waiting for my co-host to come. She should be in a couple of minutes, but we're going to get into it. We are going to get into it, and we're going to get this whole thing. We're going to go through the whole thing and talk about it and have fun. So let me see. Is there anybody here yet? Nope. What I do want to discuss. Do you think that's the question that's in the top of the chat? That's the question that's in the top of the chat. Do you think Lorenzo knew he was setting up Julian? So far, 33% yes, 67% no. Please cast your vote. And I'm gonna bring in my co-host, Tamika from Tamika's Den. All right, so just give me a second. What up, Ron? Ron Cameron, what's up? So we're going to bring in Tamika and we're going to talk about it. Hey, Tamika.
Hey, what's up? Hello. Hi, everybody. Hi, Smoochie.
What's up? What did you think about this episode?
It was good. We was finding out some more things. The more we go along, the more stuff start creeping out the closet. We start getting some more background.
All right. Did you cast your vote?
No, I gotta cast my vote.
All right. So, what up, Antonio? Did everybody cast their vote so far? Let me show it. I'm gonna show it to y'all again. This is the question. Please vote so I can close out the poll before we end the live, and I could tell y'all the results. The question is, bam, do you think Lorenzo knew he was setting up Julian? Yes or no? It's a yes or no question. Hit the like button, cast your vote, and let's get it in, y'all. I do feel like they're kind of dragging it out, but I'm here for it. What's your take on I want them to get to the point, but I'm enjoying the story.
Yeah, I'm definitely curious. It's like you want to know because it seemed like we getting closer, but then it seemed like we still far at the same time. Like
exactly,
where every time we get information.
Mm-hmm. All right, so we're gonna start it off. Then we're gonna start it off. So where last ended, Isabel. When he came in his apartment, Isabel came out his bathroom.
Right.
Now she's coming to Julian to tell him, look, you need to come back and work with us.
Mm-hmm.
We all need to be working together to try to find out who's framing you.
Mm-hmm.
And you need to just come back and work with us. And Julian's like, nah, that ain't me no more.
Yeah.
That's not me anymore. So he let her, come on, think about it. The last job he had, he got locked up and didn't see the outside for 15 years. Why would he want to go back to that? He woke up and was in, and then the next minute he knew he was accused of murder, and then he was put in jail.
Exactly. I don't know what part she not understanding. Mm-hmm. And then she getting mad talking about something. You think you better than us? You come from the same thing we come from. That's besides the point. Like he literally went to jail for a murder that he didn't commit, then got locked up again for some more mess. Then
as soon as he gets out.
Yeah.
So you all for that? That's not me anymore. Comment. I feel like that too. Yeah, that's not me. I can't get caught up in this. And it's definitely not him now because he got his son.
Exactly.
He got his son, and he's the same exact age that he was when he got pulled into that business.
Yep.
And she look kind of crazy right here.
She is crazy. I'm saying this.
And all of that. Like, what's your take on her, Tamika?
Yeah, she's all over the place. She is all over the place. I'm sorry, and it's like I feel like she's holding a lot and knows a lot too. But then she was so young when everything went down. So it's like, does she see a whole bunch of stuff and then just not tell him? That's the part that I'm not so sure about. But she got a lot going on. It's like she want to keep him trapped. It's like she's jealous. You know, I'm feeling like she want him for herself.
Yup.
I don't know.
All right, so I'm gonna look at the questions in the chat, and then we're gonna go on to the next subject. So, okay, first person, she was obsessed with Julian. You know it, Ronald. You know it. She was obsessed. He was groomed as a teenager. He didn't really have a choice in joining their fake family. Facts.
Exactly.
Facts. Hey, Savannah. Yeah, Olga messed all of them up. You're not lying, Miss T.
She did.
Okay, Antonio, he got a good comment. Look, he always have good comments. She know who framing him. She just playing dumb.
Yeah.
She knows who's framing him. He's playing dumb. I believe this is what I want to say. I believe he covered this guy, the guy with the tattoo on his hand. I believe he covered up the murder she did with Lisa Beck. I don't care what y'all say. That little girl killed Lisa Beck.
Yeah, because then when they showed more about that and him finding her with the blood and saying where this come from, all that, I said, wait a minute.
Hold on, let me see what the chat is saying. Hey, ladies. Olga messed all of them. All right. So look, I'm gonna go to the next scene. The next scene is with Richard, and he's like asking about his son. They worried about Colin, but Richard already knows who he's with. Knows that he's not giving him up until he gets this money.
Exactly.
He's panicked with the money. We're gonna see how that turn out. And look, Sid panicked with the money, and these two are really getting into it. They had like a whole thing. Like he's asking, is Colin my son?
Right.
And she still lies to him.
Yes.
She's gonna go down with the sinking ship. She's like,
yeah.
You know, there's two type of liars. Some people fess up when they know they caught.
Right.
Then you got that liar that'll go down with the ship.
Exactly.
He's like, I don't care. Nah, that's your baby. She's that type of liar. And those type of liars, you gotta watch out for. She like, it's your baby. And he's like, did you ever love me? Did you ever love me? And she was like, well, look, you didn't really care about me. I was just a trophy wife on your own.
Right.
You know, I played the role, wore the wig, because, you know, once I came back, I started rocking the wig. And this is my thing now. And he just worried about, is this my child? Is Colin? So
she did keep it real a little bit with that part. That's what I said about her. She likes to give you pieces until you have truths. Because she did tell him, like, well, I tried to love you. I wanted to love you. I figured I would eventually fall in love with you. I was like, what kind of mess? But she basically was letting him know, like, we had a deal. We both knew what the roles we was playing in this. You know, don't try to act like you so Mr. Innocent or whatever.
And then she did. This is when she broke it down to him. When she said this, like, you love those watches more than you love me?
Right.
I'm just your trophy wife. And then he wanted to go in and talk about, oh, your boyfriend makes a living with his debt.
Right.
We don't want to hear
that. You know, it was funny
that's why she wanted to leave, because he was giving it to her good too. What you was gonna say, Tamika?
No, it was funny because it kind of reminded me of the argument she had with Julian, but it was just like the reverse. That came to my mind as soon as I was watching them argue.
Yup. Cause he was like, how you act when you with him?
Right.
So now like her little skeletons is coming out. Okay.
Exactly.
They made watches. They made watches together. Of course, he's your son. That's the only thing they ever did together. That's
right.
Yeah. But he's saying, look, when he was talking here, he was like, I'm his father. I took him to school. I took care of him when he was sick. I did this, I did that. So he's really trying to make sure, and he's like, oh, well, now the sperm donor is coming. He wants to be the dad. No, that's not what happened.
Exactly.
That is not what happened. So it ain't even like that.
Mm-hmm.
So we get to hear, what did you think of this scene with her and her little boo?
That was funny because she was like, what the heck is she doing here? But she tried to play it off. She still was nice and took time out to talk to her for a minute. But she was like, didn't you get my text? And she realized she ain't send the daggone text. She had typed it up, but she didn't press send, and she apologized for that. But she was like, listen, I'm very busy. I'm working on this case. I don't really got time to be chit-chatting right now. And she was like, oh, that's the case up there on the board. It was funny when she turned it around, like, yeah, no.
I know, she turned around like, I can't talk to you about this.
Yes. But
I can't talk to you about this.
She's a little cute for her, but I don't know if she's gonna ever have time for her.
Look, that was, I don't know if y'all went to the community tabs. I didn't close out that poll. Y'all might want to like swing over there after this live. I voted. Do y'all think that Detective Sunday and Palomar will get it in? Because that's what's her name, y'all. Are they gonna get it in? I don't know. She already saying, look, I'm a 60-year-old woman. I've been a cop for 30-something years, and I got a lot of baggage.
Right. Exactly.
So she's like putting up all these defenses, and she said, you already trying to solve this case, and we ain't even get started.
Right.
So we might see them together.
Maybe.
A BBL. Yeah, she is persistent and all that body. So Miss T, answer the question. Do you think that Detective Sunday and her gonna have something going on? I'll wait. We got 12 people in here. Please hit the like button. Please share. I'll let your girl. Show me some love. Anywho. Yo, this part, I think these two might end up being in a relationship. Now that she doesn't have her brother, she has no other outside thing other than work. And it seemed like Detective Sunday just threw herself into work once her home life was kind of in shambles. Rosie better go with that lady as homie as she can. Gonna stop right now. So I'm going to the next thing. This is when we see that. Look, let me ask you this, Tamika. Do you think this little girl took out Lisa back?
I don't know. It's like a piece of me feel like she did. I might be leaning like 60-40. But then another piece of me feels like if she didn't do it, she saw who did do it and she was near them or, like up close and personal when it happened. Because for her to have the blood on her and all of that, I'm just like, Did somebody tell her to do it? Like, it's just, I don't even know. Or did she just do it on her own?
I think she did it on her own because he was paying attention to her. Remember, they was walking through
that
arm in arm, and he usually take time out to play games with her and stuff like that. So I'm thinking she did it out of jealousy.
Yeah.
Miss T said they may get together after the case. Sunday got to get a personal life fast.
Right.
She done threw herself into this work.
Her whole life is work.
So now she done took off this crappy wig. And he gonna tell her, look, you started wearing that thing when you was pregnant. She said she had to play the part. She had to play the part. So this is why I'm thinking she was part of the setup, y'all. I mean, do you think she was part of the setup?
I feel like she was, but I don't know if they just trying to make it seem that way. You know, they be trying to trick you sometimes. But
Mm-hmm.
I feel like she's so obvious at the same time too. But you know, I don't know. I feel like she is though, but I feel like that might be too obvious. They may want us to feel that she was in on it, you know, from the beginning.
Okay, Miss T, she said I think she saw who did it and may have helped finish her off. Mm.
Mm.
All right, so I'm gonna go with that. Sunday will never be free until she rights this wrong. I agree with you because she
Yeah.
takes a lot of guilt with her with that because she has somebody
Hmm.
locked up for the 15 years.
Exactly. That's why she keep carrying, working so hard on it, the way she is.
Mm-hmm. So let me see. Mm, no, I'll. Is this it? Hold up. Oh no, I'll go back. I'll do the word scramble later. So now we see Panish. He done called McGregor. That's the guy that's holding Colin hostage for the ransom. And he looking at the money, looking at the front door, looking at the money, looking at the front door, looking at the money, looking at the front door. He tells him he's on his way and he's gonna drop off the money.
Yeah.
Do you want to talk about it in a whole with him dipping or what?
He was playing too many games. Like, if he told you to go and take this daggone money and you know he got this boy, like, why are we sitting around and wasting time and playing games and driving around? I don't understand him. Well, I do understand him. He ain't about, you know, ish, but
You know why he considering looking at the front door though, right? He looking at that front door for the simple fact he's up on a murder charge.
yeah.
He's up on falsely making a false statement and getting Julian arrested. So you know he got something to do with it. Hold on, let me see what Antonio's saying. I
Hmm.
think Lorenzo did it and seen him. That's why he's stuck on her coattail. So you think Lorenzo? Wait, you think Lorenzo did the thing with You think Lorenzo took out Lisa back? That's a good one.
Hmm.
Antonio, let me know what you thinking because I want to elaborate on it if that's what you think. I was so glad when the police pulled him over. Me too.
Yeah, I said they might as
Yes.
well.
I was like, yes. When they pulled him over, and he was like, shit.
Yes. Uh-huh.
Wait, hold up. Okay, so she said they will leave him holding the $3 million bag. Well, you know when he got locked up, that went into holding.
Exactly.
So now they can't even get the Okay, he said yes. So you think Lorenzo took out Lisa back? You know what he probably did because they probably saw that they messing up their little triangle thing they got going on, their little group of friends, and she can't come. What I was gonna say we go here. Oh, did you want to say anything else about this?
No, you could go.
All right, I was gonna say this. Now they go out. This is the only friend he has to me. Him
Yeah.
and Detective Sunday.
Hmm.
Lizzie and Detective Sunday. I feel like these are the only true people he got around him right now. I don't
Yeah.
I don't think Michelle is true to him. I feel like I think she got him in this whole situation as far as with the thing that happened 15 years ago because it's just too. I think you know how somebody looked like I'm just fantasizing. I can't have a life with this dude.
Right.
You know what I mean? I think she had a change of heart. I'll say that.
Hmm.
And she's telling him, look, you in and out of jail. You don't have no friends at this point. You know, I with the whole thing with Lizzie, she wants him to know. They have lunch and they talk about what he's dealing with. When they come back from lunch, they come back to the area, and this dude is outside in front of his crib waiting for him.
Mm-hmm.
What was your take on that, Tamika?
First, I thought he was trying to be funny, but then when he was like, "Wait a minute, watch how you talking to me," he was like, "You was locked up. You was locked up for what?" He seemed like he was being sincere. That combined with the part, which we'll get to that a little bit later, I started being like, Zach, did he really know everything that was going on, or did they just kind of use him as a pawn too, and he don't really know the full thing that's happening? Because he did seem genuinely upset and was like, I've been standing by you and waiting on you for the time that you was locked up. I'm your brother, and what do you mean you was locked up? What's going on? And you know what I'm saying? Then he starts telling him about his son and all of that other kind of stuff. But I mean, I don't blame Julian John for not trusting nobody. At this point, you can't trust nobody. And that was the best advice that, Lizzie gave him. Like, none of these people's your friends. Whoever pop up, watch your back. Don't trust nobody.
Exactly.
That was the best advice, because you really don't know who's who. You think you know them, but then they over here everybody being sneaky in one way or another.
You know what I'm glad about? I'm glad at the fact that she keeps reiterating that you don't have these people you can't trust. You can't trust these people. You can't trust these people. And look, I got the Glock in my fridge if you need it, because you got a lot of shady people coming around, and you might need some protection.
Exactly. Mm-hmm.
You might need some protection. So I like the fact that she's being real with her with that.
Yeah. But he definitely was coming off more genuine to me than Isabel was. Isabel just came with so much attitude, and even when even when Lorenzo was talking to her, she was coming at him with attitude, and he was like, "Whoa, wait a minute." So I was just peeping that.
Me too.
At him with attitude, he was like, "Whoa, wait a minute."
So my thing is this: we're gonna go to the next thing. He's still kind of questioning his actions too, but not quite yet.
Mm-hmm.
And he lets him know that, look, I got a kid, and he need my help.
Right.
He need my help. This lady that was murdered, they trying to say my son did it. He was like, well, do you think he did it? I don't know him. I didn't talk to him yet. So he's trying to basically assess this whole thing.
Mm-hmm.
So my next question is, he tells him about the guy with the eagle on his hand. And you know what? He runs back. He tells him about the guy with the eagle on his hand, and then we go to the next scene where we see Colin. He on the bed, and I believe McGregor brings him back some food. No, they don't even. They just show that, and then they talk about, this whole thing with Lisa Beck. Detective Sunday finds, like, she asked this other cop to do some digging and find out anything he knows on Lisa Beck and her family. And he comes back with some good info, and she gets Julian in there, and they talk about this whole thing with this with this news article, that Lisa Beck had a sister named Janet, which was 8, her older sister. Janet Beck is actually the lady that he was found in bed with dead. What was her last name in the other thing? Janet Holmes, right? Yeah. So she's Holmes. So now we realize that Lisa Beck actually changed her name. I mean, not Lisa Beck. Lisa Beck's sister changed her name to Janet Holmes, and was doing some investigating. She was doing investigating, trying to find out Olga's whole operation. They got Olga's client list, and they got all the numbers that Janet Beck was making. And what happens? You see one of Julian's old clients, and we'll check her out. You all right?
Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm still here.
All
Um,
right.
Yeah, I found that real interesting. I was like, wait a minute, okay, now we getting some more stuff. Like once they said that that was her sister and she was trying to call around and do investigations, that would definitely explain why they would be wanting to get rid of her, because they said that she was trying to see if she could bring up charges. She was trying to get as much people names as she could get, the information of all who was involved. And I was like, oh, this is getting real interesting now.
Mm-hmm. And then we find out that you said who drugged Julian, the sister. Yeah, I feel like she did because she wanted to get some information from her, Miss T. I feel like she did drug Julian to get all these answers. Now he's going back and telling Isabel everything. And what she picked up, she got the thing with this guy's hand.
Yeah, that pissed me off. She knew immediately who he was talking about, and I'm like, now what is she gonna use this information for now? Because she was like, wait, son, because he was getting on her like, come on, he been through a lot. Not only did he go to jail and have to deal with everything that he dealt with, but now he comes out and finding out he just had a son, and he was like, and some guy, kidnapped him, and he just started telling her everything, and that was more so the part that made me not feel as much as I was before that he had something to do with it, because it came off like he was just being genuine about it, saying, cut him some slack, and he's not that same person, and he's been through a lot,
Yeah.
and she just took the information and ran with it. And I'm like, so now what you going to do with it? She was pissing me off.
She pissed me off this episode too. But you know what I was thinking though with this whole thing? This is right here in this scene, this was my aha moment where I feel like he don't got anything to do with this. I don't think he knew everything that was going on. And he might have been used as a pawn in this, but I don't think he knew the whole intricate operations of everything. What
Yeah, I don't either. I really don't. I could be wrong, but from them having that conversation, it made me change my perspective on him a little bit, because it seemed like he was getting mad at her too. Like, wait a minute, hold up. Like, think about all the stuff that he went through, and then he's coming out and finding out about this situation too. That's a lot for a person to take on. And she just was like, and you know what I'm saying, asking more questions to get more information and taking it and running with it. If you over here telling Julian when you seen him at the hotel room, oh, but that's what we should be doing together. We family, we gonna help each other and this and that and the third. Then if you knew who this person was, why you wasn't hitting him up? What you doing going over there? I'm like, wait a minute.
facts? Walk it. So now we see what's up, Lil Rock. Okay, I answered that question. Lorenzo was Lorenzo. We gonna get to that, Miss T. We gonna get to it. Yeah, he told it all because he believes in the fake family. Yeah, I feel like
Mm-hmm.
he really believes that they supposed to stick together through thick and thin.
Exactly. Because that's the way she come off,
Hey,
like, oh, we all family, but it's
yeah.
like, nah, girl, we ain't no all family. My behind.
When she did this look here, when he mentioned the eagle
Yes.
on the hand, he was just like
Mm-hmm.
some bird on the hand. She knew exactly who he was talking about.
Exactly.
And then
Immediately.
we see the whole scene again, and then he actually took her shoes off. That's why I'm saying, do you think she did it? The little girl?
That's the part I'm just like, I'm like maybe 60-40, 70-30. That is a possibility she could have did. I'm like wondering if she did it or she was actually up close with the person that did it.
Yeah, somebody might have wanted manhandled her where it went left, and she walked in and saw everything. Cause look how he took her shoes and everything, took her little shoes,
Mm-hmm.
and then she calls him. I'm like, oh shoot! I was shocked with this. So now,
Yeah.
well, let me go to my first word scramble because there's hardly nobody in here tonight. But we're gonna go through the first word scramble. Tamika, hold on, and here it is. Can you figure it out? Hold up. Do you know the word scramble? Do you got it?
Hmm.
He must have worked for Uber back in the day. Yeah, he did. Nobody got it?
I don't know. I think I know the first two. I
Look,
can't think. Look at the last. Oh, Antonio got it. I think. Yeah, I found out the last word. I could
nope,
see
you
the
got
first.
it, Antonio. You got it. Look, it's all right. I know it's not that many people in here, but we still gonna have fun, y'all. Anywho, please cast your vote. Do you think Lorenzo knew he was setting up Julian? Please cast your vote, and we will wind it up at the end and see what it is. So next, okay, and Lil Rock was next. All right, so we're gonna go next. He's saying we're gonna get him. We got an all points bulletin out on him, and sure enough, he gets to the hotel, looking at the bag, looking at the money, looking at the bag, and pulls off.
Yeah, he's sloppy. They all sloppy, to be honest. In the meantime, that poor boy in there taped up.
I know he taped up. Then she's going back to talk to people that they spoke to on the original murder case.
Mm-hmm.
And she lets them know about this guy. She says how he was dressed. She mentions the tattoo of the bird.
Mm-hmm.
And Sunday is getting closer and closer. She getting closer and closer. And then he talks to Colin, and Colin's like, "You know my dad?" He was like, "Which one?" That's
Right.
the crazy part. Which one? And he like, you know my dad? And he's like, you talk too much. What's your take on this? Do you think he gonna try to run, or you think he just gonna stay here and they gonna do the switch or whatever?
He probably gonna try to run. I don't know. I know he's trifling. Like, he came in with the food and took the tape off. Then as soon as he said that, he put the tape back on. Talking about you talk too much. I said, so you not gonna feed him?
I know, right?
They was just irking my daggone nerves, for real. And he should know he ain't getting that daggone money. But I guess now, Isabel gonna take him off his hands. I guess that's what I'm assuming.
That's what I'm thinking is gonna happen. I hope she don't try to get him in the business.
That's what I was thinking.
Looking at him, but look, we're gonna get to it. We're gonna get to it. He goes back to Gail. This was his client that he basically bonded with and helped her like do little things with her life. So they had like a special relationship. It was more of a companionship to me. And I think her husband was ill, so that her little outlet. You know, her seeing Julian and probably getting some of that thing. Look, oh wait, that poor boy will never go to school again. Yeah, she was talking about the cigarette butts.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, he said, I think McGregor killed Lisa Beck. You do? Wow. You know what, Black Benz? You might have a point. Or do you think it was a John? Because it's either between that and that little girl walked up in there.
Yeah, I could see that. I could see that as a possibility.
And she tells him, "Look, Janet Holmes was asking a whole bunch of questions about you, and I didn't want to tell her anything because, you know, if it wasn't for Olga, I wouldn't have met you."
Right.
So, wait a minute. Hold on. Let me go to Miss T. She wants that boy just to get his daddy back in line with the fake family. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. So then we go to here. Look,
that haircut was a mess.
Miss T, was his haircut a mess? Look, he got. I was laughing so hard.
Yes.
Look, look at that hairline.
Yes.
He could have found want somebody on Instagram to do this better. Okay, wait. Black Ben says, I just can't figure out McGregor's connection with Olga and the Strattons. With the Strattons, he was he's the muscle. Remember in the beginning when they had the teacher, she was like, don't let these guys near them because I know what they do.
Right.
So that's his muscle. So we get here. This is where we find out that Janet Holmes was originally Lorenzo's client. He was supposed to see her and he handed off the ticket to her. To him.
Right.
So was the fix in where they was going to jam him up? It's all crazy right here. Or was this the play all along once they knew Julian was leaving?
Right. That's the part that I don't understand because it seems to me they was going to get her either way. But we just don't know whether he meant whether he was actually meant for it or whether Julian was meant for it because, you know, of course, if she's asking all these questions, these people wasn't about to let her take them down because she felt like she was blaming them for her sister's death and that Olga had covered it up. So she was trying to get all those people that was involved. And even when they got back to the hotel or her house, wherever it was, and Julian was all out of it and he's trying to answer her questions, and she was like, so how old was you when you got with Olga? And he was saying 15, and then she was like, you know, she always talked about you, and he was like, Olga? She's like, no, of course she was meaning her sister, but it probably didn't make any sense to him at that time. And then he passing out all drugged up. So I'm like, oh, that's why he was sleeping so hard. Because I'm thinking they just had a rough night.
I think she doped him up, like what Miss T said. Janet Holmes doped up Julian because she wanted to have him relax so he answered the questions. But I believe she gave him a little too much. That's why he passed out.
Right.
He had cocoa before he came there.
Yeah, because he was completely out of it, and she was calling his name like if she wasn't expecting him to be out of it like that.
Yup. So let me go to the next word scramble. All right, y'all ready? This is the next one. We just talked about it. I had to use the picture because the hairline is crazy. Do y'all know what this word scramble is? Yeah, Janet wanted answers. And she looked at him like, "Oh, this is how you used to look at my sister."
Yeah. That's crazy because I know I would want to be after they behind if they did something like that to my sister too.
So do you? Okay. Oh, mahogany. Thanks. Welcome to the channel. Please subscribe, Mahogany Brown. We do this. We have fun every week doing our little word scrambles and talking about the show. And she's got it right. Client swap. So we get here to the next scene. Look, this is when she was asking him all these questions. He's all doped up. And then it jumps to this dude in the car thinking he gonna get away with all this money.
Right.
And all of a sudden we hear the boys. They done pulled him over. Look, Miss T said bad way.
Yes, he was not expecting that. He's like, oh shit.
Look, he wasn't expecting it, and he got arrested. I was like, yes. When he got arrested, what was your feeling when he got arrested?
I was happy because I'm like, you could have already got there, gave that money up, and you know, had the daggone boy out, you know. So I said, since you want to sit there contemplating and looking back and forth at the bag and riding around, you know, now they're gonna bring you behind in and you know, maybe they could get down some more stuff because you know Sunday ain't gonna be playing. She gonna be on his behind.
I feel like once I saw, I don't know if we had that yet, Look, okay, we'll go back to it. We'll wait till I get to it. When I saw him come back and was like, "Did you know that when he broke down everything, hey pretty girl, when he broke down everything, did you know that was that I was gonna be set up? Did you send me to that person knowing this is what happened? Or stay the F away from me?"
Exactly.
And he just like, what? I think he's shocked by it, but I don't know.
I think he is. Like I said, I don't know, because sometimes the one that's the obvious one is the one that be innocent, and the one that looks innocent could be the one that did it. It's always like one of them things. So I don't really know, but the way they portraying it now with these things that he had with him and the one that he had with Isabel, it comes off like he really genuinely didn't know. I could see him. I could probably see him going to Isabel like, "Yo, what's going on? Why the hell, is he coming up to me say this?" But he, at this point, I don't think he needs to go to Isabel no more.
Nah,
the more he talks to her, yeah,
he's still gonna go back to her, because that's like they got like a sister brother relationship.
Right.
He still believes in that, so he's gonna go back to her. If you guys haven't voted, please cast your vote. Scroll up to the top. Do you think Lorenzo knew he was setting up Julian? That is the question. That's tonight's question. Please participate and cast your vote. Thank you. So we know that he's telling him now at this point, stay the F away from me. And I'm glad he said that. And he was like, "Well, you on your own." He like, "I always been on my own."
Right. Like, what's the difference now?
Now her, I don't trust. I don't trust her one bit. I feel like she's part of the scheme too. I feel like she's part of the scheme. They basically talking about trying to get him freed up or whatever, and he's still asking questions. Did you ever love me? Fake it. Come on. She's here. She kept the relationship because she had the son, and she wanted her son to have a good life. It is what
right. It is. That's what it boils down to.
All right, so I'm gonna go look. This is the last word, Scram, y'all. This is the last word, Scram. And the last one is, y'all ready? Anybody got it? Yeah, why did she put the wig back on?
I don't know, child. She need to burn that wig.
I know it's all thin and she don't even like that wig no more. Oh, Black Ben's got it. Black Ben's got it. Yes, arrested. All right, so that is the end of our word scramble tonight, brought to you by Chillers Reviews. Please hit the like and subscribe button. Please share and cast your vote. Little Rock is next. Come on, you got look, next week I want to see you first, Little Rock. So look. All of a sudden we see, well, he came near and he got information about their son. Right in there. I was like, oh.
Yes.
Yes, when he strutted in there, I was like, oh, now, okay, look, me and you right now, you know where we going? You know where we going, Tamika? We're going to the writer's room. What type of conversation you think is going to take place?
That's what I'm curious of, because, Julian coming to find out what the heck is going on, let her know what he knows so far, so they can get to the bottom of this and find, what's going on with his son, and also, who the heck been, playing all these games with him throughout all these years. He want to get all of this resolved. And the husband over here walking away like, oh boy, here he comes.
I don't think he can handle the confrontation. How about that?
I don't think he can either, because she looked back at him like,
Nah, that's Stratton security.
Yeah, that's his security walking him up.
I wish it was his dudes, but nah,
Right.
that's Stratton's.
So I'm like, I can't wait to hear what the conversation is gonna be. But I feel like he's pretty much coming to let her know what he knows so far, and also see like what's good.
All right, so I'm gonna ask y'all a question now. That this, it comes on at midnight tomorrow. Do y'all want me to come back Friday at 10 o'clock to discuss this? Matter of fact, I'll just put a vote in the community tabs and we'll talk about it then. Cause I don't think we should have to wait till Wednesday to get this settled. I want to know what's going on. Me and Tamika want to come back and we trying to put other little collaborations together.
Yeah.
And the next collab is gonna be on Tamika's Den. She getting ready to like get her feet wet with this. and we going to her channel. We probably gonna go there. We probably gonna go there Friday, but we're gonna be doing something different. So if we don't do this Friday, we're gonna definitely be on Tamika's channel and we're gonna be talking about something. I don't know. Do you guys communities tabs?
Yeah.
All right, so she'll put it up in her
I just got it.
What we gonna be doing tomorrow? Me and her gonna, talk behind the scenes, and we're gonna work everything out. But anywho, this dude is in the box now, and he in a box with Sunday. So she really getting ready to question him. Okay.
She gonna go in on his behind.
I wonder if there will be a season 2. Cause you know what? I'm thinking that too because they went with the movie. This is basically off the movie. I think with the movie it ends with him going to jail. I can't remember, but we was talking about having like a little review of that too. So
yeah, I definitely need to watch that again. I even got my sister into this now, and she was saying she wanted me to come over to her house so we could watch the movie together. And I done forgot about it, but y'all gotta do that too because I want to refresh my memory.
All right, so that's gonna be one of the things when we do the finale. We're gonna do something with the original American Gigolo, the movie, and we're gonna try to put something together with this. I feel like they did a good job with picking somebody that looked close to Richard Gere. Everybody, the nose thing, they saying, "Oh, he don't look like Richard Gere," but if you look at him real fast, yes, he do.
Yeah.
You go look at the movie and
he's just a good actor anyway, so I don't really care if he don't look exact like him, but I feel like he's embodying that character. So yeah, I don't got a problem with it.
Okay, in the movie, Michelle provided him with the alibi and he probably got out. You know what else? Oh, you know what? These motherfathers, y'all getting the F up out of here.
Oh Lord.
Bounce. Anywho, let me get back to what I was saying. Yeah. Anywho, what do you think? Do you think he's gonna be tight-lipped because he's used to dealing with criminal stuff?
Yeah. And I don't think she gonna get much out of him, but I think she's a lot smarter than he probably gonna give her credit for. We know how hard she been working and how much information she already have. So is he gonna be trying to throw either Michelle or her husband under the bus in some type of way? I could see him throwing somebody else under the bus, but I don't see him really giving any real hard information or just either being quiet and not saying nothing at all.
Yeah, because he don't got a lawyer in there. He don't got a lawyer in there. So you know what? You might be right with that. He might be like, "Mom's the word. I ain't saying nothing to you, lawyer."
Right. Because he already know that he in for it and he know he can't bring up Julian name no more.
Nah, he can't. He done messed up so bad with that.
Exactly.
And then he went in there and made that false statement, so she already got him charged. And Kim said the season finale should be fired.
Yeah, it should. I'm looking forward to it.
Don't forget he gave the statement. Yeah, that's what I just mentioned, yo. She right on time with us. I hope Julian hooks up with Lizzie. You know what? I'm looking at that.
I can see it.
I'm watching Black Biz. I think you might be on to something, yo. I think you might be on to something because he already said, "How come you don't got a man?"
Right.
And when somebody start asking questions like that,
exactly.
look, and they already said he got a big, you know what? So she might get some. What y'all think?
Yeah. Do y'all think that Isabel's gonna take his son and then call him? Because it seemed like her whole thing is wanting him back there with her and come back to the house, come be with us, we family. Is she gonna try to hold this over his head now to get him back there? He might go there and beat the mess up. I don't know which move she gonna make. That's the only thing.
Did you see how she was looking at him and touching his face?
Yes. Yes.
Oh my God, he looks just like him.
Right.
Okay, Black Ben says more chemistry with Lizzie than current day Michelle. Facts.
Absolutely.
Because he's trying to figure out everything. And I think, you know how somebody, like, I don't want to believe she's behind this. But she might be behind this.
Right. Absolutely. Yeah.
So I guess we finished up with all of this. We are look. I don't like the way she was looking at him. It just was weird.
It was like she ready to take him home and pretend he Julian.
Exactly. Oh, definitely. Isabel's going to take the son. I hope she doesn't put him in the business or sleep with him.
That's what I'm saying. Yes.
You right here with us. That's what that doesn't happen.
Yeah.
And look, I believe if that happens, Julian will hurt that girl.
That's what I'm saying. He really gonna go off. She think he don't want to mess with her behind there.
That was my next question. She beat me to it. Isabel, she's saying definitely Isabel's gonna take the son. I hope she don't put him in the business, but
I hope not.
Especially the way she's looking at him.
Right.
It just seems weird.
Yep.
All right, Tamika. So we done here. Thank you. Look, I gotta let you tell them what you doing next, girl.
Well, as soon as I get off of here, I gotta do my sisters. I already watched it and took my notes before I got up here, so I just gotta, record it real quick.
All right.
And I had Queen Sugar, The Oval, and The Handmaid's Tale yesterday, so that's up. And Atlanta's tomorrow, so yeah, that's all I got going on so far. We probably might do something with Love during lockup. I just don't know exactly when.
Look,
I'll keep y'all updated.
Look, we trying to do Love After Lockup. We want to do a whole little thing on that where we talk about it and chit chat. So that's what we thinking about doing. So we're gonna leave something in both in our community tabs. I will be leaving something about what we talked about, what we discussed tonight, and about when is the best time for me to. So when is the best time for us to talk about episode's 8th episode? Okay, wait a minute. Isabel might have to kill the muscle with the tattoo to shut up. He knows way too much. Yeah,
that would be.
We don't know. Somebody, Black Ben said he might be the killer. He might be Lisa Beck and the sister.
Yeah.
So we don't know.
Because he's been around and he know a whole lot, and I feel like that's why he taking the son and was trying to get that $3 million in the first place.
Heck yeah. He like, let me get out now because now this dude is out of jail because he know too.
Right.
Yes, please schedule a Love After Lockup during. Wait, Love After Lockup or during lockup? Yeah, we trying to figure out if we're gonna do it Friday right after, or if we're gonna do it Saturday, or we trying to work our schedules out. So trust me, we on it. So I guess that is it for tonight. I'm rounded off to an hour. It's 14 people here. Please hit the like button. Please share. Please subscribe to TAMEIKA'S Den and, of course, my channel. And that is all for tonight. So we will see y'all. Y'all gonna see me tomorrow on Lamont's channel. We're gonna be talking about American Horror. I'm gonna put up my little recap of American Horror too. And I got some other stuff coming. So I'm also trying to get my review up for. I just started watching. I told you the show, right? I just started watching Reasonable Doubt, so I want to.
Reasonable Doubt, yeah.
So that's gonna be the next thing. Thanks, Black Fins. Ew. So we out. Thanks for coming out, y'all. God bless.
All right,
And have
y'all.
a good night later. Ew.